Hi, this is Barry. Barry in the PI. As you can see, it's raining. Yeah, I like rain. I'm from Texas. We don't get enough of it. So I thought I'd just ramble on, tell you a few stories, listen to the rain. Well, one thing, I've been to every state in the Union at one time or another in my life, except for Alaska. It's too cold up there for me. So, I don't like cold. And one thing I haven't done is snow ski. Because I figured if God had wanted Texans to snow ski, he would have made bullshit white. So, no, it's just a nice, now cool day. It was a little hot earlier. Yeah, and not much wind. So every afternoon I usually come out here. I don't sit under the carport, but I just enjoy things. One thing I will show you, I might get a little bit wet, but not too much. Right over here is one of my Angel Trumpet trees. Oh, just look at that. It's pretty, isn't it? My others aren't flowering right now. One of them had about 4 or 5 flowers on it, but it's sometimes the wind blows them off. They're kind of fragile, like me. Those 2 new plants, they're called lobster claws. Put out beautiful red flowers. They're undergoing a little stress after being moved from the jungle into my yard. What are some of the things I miss from being in the U.S.? Well, I miss food mostly, especially Texas food. Chicken fried steak, Texas barbecue, and Mexican food, Tex-Mex food. I really miss that. That was one of my favorite things. We would eat that about once a week if I had my way about it. And some of the stuff Maida can fix, but we don't have the ingredients to make some corn tortillas and enchiladas, tacos. So my nephew back in Austin has fixed up a Balik Bayan box, and he shipped it out this last week, I think. So it may be here in a month or two. And he's going to have a lot of stuff of it I need. The one thing I miss in the mornings is biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's good. I just need to get somebody to learn how to fix good cream gravy. And that's one of the things I miss. One thing I miss is organized and traffic, because it's hell driving here in the Philippines, and it looks like might have scratched my truck. I might have to get on to her about that or find out what happened. But one thing I don't miss is having to mow the yard. Now I have somebody here that mows the yard for me when I can get him over here. I didn't like mowing yards very much. We're getting a pretty good rain. We had just a little bit, I think yesterday, but it wouldn't hardly even covered the driveway here. Now, I've traveled quite a bit in the U.S. One job I had was production management specialist for the Air Force. And I probably should have stayed in that job. As I went from a GS-5 to a GS-11 in 3 years. And I won Division Employee of the Month doing that. But I just had it in my mind that I should be teaching. So I went back to school, got my teaching certificate. I was qualified to teach a whole bunch of subjects. My favorite to teach was world geography. My second favorite was world history. And I usually did that until I became certified in special education. And then I did that. And then my last year in Chinle, Arizona. It's a nice place. It's on the Navajo Indian Reservation. It's got a national monument there called Canyon de Chelly. And it's beautiful Red Rock Canyon. And I used to go up there. I walked down into it too a couple of times. And so I like that. I like driving around on the Navajo reservation. Sometimes you go without seeing a car for good ways. I got pulled over a couple of times by Navajo police for going over the speed limit. I did tend to drive faster than the speed limit. but I liked it on the Navajo reservation. It's beautiful country. Just a short distance from the Grand Canyon National Park, one of the most visited parks and one of the most beautiful. Also, Zion National Park was not far away. I liked Arizona. Arizona's a beautiful state, but they got some weird people out there that too. And they elect some weird people into office, unfortunately. But I like Senator John McCain. He was all right. It stopped raining. But I don't know, maybe there was a lot of thunder earlier. So anyway, I'll stop this one and talk to you later. Y'all stay safe. Help somebody, especially disabled people. And I'll see you soon.